Hi, I'm just started the demonic siege for my alliance. We're currently doing the tough level after we have changed the game has changed. So it's I don't really know yet what it is going to be like. So I just wanted to share this, show it in this video. So hopefully it will be useful for others who haven't played this level yet. I'm a bit distracted in the beginning because I want to show my, not show, I want to join with my farm accounts. Uh, it's a bit strange that even though I was quite clear, people still don't seem to grasp how this is different. And the main way in which it is different is that you can have uh, any tower can have any amount of troops that are attacking, so it's no longer the case that that tower 1 has only one strong attacker and or two strong attackers, and tower 2 and 3 4, and tower 4 and 5 a lot more. No, it's not no longer like that. Now it can change, and even on the previous difficulty level it changed per wave the number of attackers, so that can be quite quite interesting. Yeah, it's a bit annoying to see that people are still moving to one that already has the most. That is tower 4. So I am. Oh, now I'm making a mistake. Didn't mean to move actually. I was forgetting which account I was on. So now let me. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I should. I can. Sorry, I should probably keep some accounts open so that I can move a bit. But okay, at least for the first wave, things seem to be fine. That was some update in the corner. Um, so yeah, not really. So 1 3 4 4 3 So this seems to be the same amount, which is fine. Okay. Really no idea why people keep going to tower 4. Huh. I'm getting a bit cranky. Shouldn't do that, but yeah, I explained before, like the game changed, so we need to have roughly the same amount of accounts in each of the fortresses or towers, as I call them sometimes. And in that case, yeah, I find it a bit weird that if there are 6 in one tower and 4 in another tower, that people still decide to go to the tower with 6. Just feels very weird. But okay. You shouldn't complain. It's all a game. Okay, yeah, I'm not talking much. I think maybe it's also not that interesting. It seems they're now yeah, changing things. Maybe not every round, or maybe every round, but it's just sometimes not changing. But it's yeah, it seems to be at least just like the level before that. It is variable which type of troops come from where and how many troops come from where. Oh, interesting. Now there are 25 total waves, and I believe at the lower level it was 20. So that's quite, yeah, they changed that as well. So I guess, yeah, from that point of view, it becomes more and more difficult. It's a bit annoying. I like that they made the rounds less because, yeah, to be honest, 30 rounds seems quite long and, yeah, to some extent maybe a bit ridiculous because, yeah, if you want to have stronger opponents at the end, you just increase them a little bit more each round, and don't you don't need 30 rounds for that. But okay. Always forget about the line app. I'm not really that active there. But yeah, sometimes you reach players there that are not online. I'm still doing some yeah, let's say small housekeeping on the farm accounts. So you see now 4, and then the next one is 2 elite ogres and 1 elite warrior troll. So 5 stack men, and then we have 1 elite and 6 stack men. So it is very different, which is quite yeah, it makes it a bit more a bit nicer. In principle, they say okay, you should be able to play this with 15 accounts. That is what I said before. But yeah, then you have to do a lot of moving. And these are exactly 15. Maybe every round is 15. I don't know. I was just counting them now. But yeah, that is quite a lot of moving around. Because it is, yeah, the number of accounts is important, but preferably also have a few strong accounts in each tower. Maybe I can have a quick. Oh, there are 2 very strong accounts here. Sorry. Sorry. So here we don't really have a strong account in 2, so that can be a problem. No idea why that person moved. Sorry, yeah. Just thinking that we should try to get someone strong to go to. So I think we're doing well. I think you probably understand what we are doing. Just first, initially, I'm looking at the same amount of accounts. You need to have a minimum of 6, but roughly the same amount everywhere. And after that, the strong ones will get stronger and stronger as well. And at a certain moment, really the small accounts, you won't have much benefit of having them at all. So if you just have like 6 very small accounts in one fortress, maybe you're going to lose anyway in the high waves. So that is yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to explain things and at the same time trying to tell people where to go. And it seems to me, LB, which is our largest player, very someone who understands the game well as well, very active. She's on with a lot of accounts. I'm on with 5 accounts in total, and we seem to grasp the basics, but some others don't do that at all. But I'm happy that she's here now in this Fortress 5 with this Master Warrior Troll coming. In Fortress 3 we actually we have quite some so if we go to Fortress 5, we already see LB at the top. Fortress 4 we have some strong players. Fortress 3 we have few strong players. Fortress 2 now 2 strong players, so that's great. And with myself and Glim we have 2 strong players in Fortress 1 as well. Could just use more players there, but that's it. I'm just probably going to keep going with this video until we have completed everything, but I don't know whether it will be very interesting, so of course feel free to stop watching anytime. Not not having that much interesting stuff to tell. It's of course I don't know what is exactly going to happen during this event, so some interesting things might come up. You never know. The same time I'm still playing a bit on my other account with my farm accounts, just do some simple stuff to keep things going. So last week we couldn't do it. I think on Thursday or Wednesday they announced they temporarily closed it, but then yeah, we normally do it on Sunday. That's a very good time so that everyone can join. But that is yeah, it's a bit a pity, a bit annoying that we missed out last week. So maybe yeah, a lot have already done this tough level of demonic siege. People who didn't wait until the weekend. I'm not even paying too much attention now what is coming where. So seems this one was very equal, more or less. Only one there. Then we get 6 and 1 and 5 and 1 and 2 for the next one. Well, so far I'm not really yeah, I haven't seen anything more than 6, so yeah, that's nice. If you have plenty of accounts, you don't really have to move around too much. And I believe we now have a setup so that we can both easily beat a lot of small accounts everywhere, and we can beat a few large large enemies attacking. So a lot of small enemies and 1 or 2 large enemies. So that's yeah, quite nice. Yeah, and we're all doing it for the rewards. It's a boring event to some extent. It takes way too long, but you feel at least some players have to be present because you need to kill those bonus Fomorians. If not anything else, and at the end normally you might have to rearrange some might have to rearrange some troops. You have to tell people where to go to make the most chance. So at least probably just LB and myself would stay on. That would already be sufficient, but some players have to stay on. So yeah, once we have done that, then everything is great. Everywhere 7, so that even if we have an issue, we have one backup account. Normally that is not yeah, not maybe not helping much, but it's something. We have a few strong accounts everywhere. We have yeah, the same amount everywhere, so we're yeah, things set. So I don't know how tough this gets, of course, because it's yeah, the first time we are doing this one. Don't expect it actually to be very tough, but we'll see. Let's see the farm account that I'm currently playing with. Oh, I'm in tower 1. Always going to tower 2, don't know. See. Okay, interesting. I'm still not, yeah, like fully understand. That's weird. Is that from another? Oh, that was okay. I understand it now. That's from another time. Okay. It seems somehow it kept the data from last time. We ran it. So that's yeah, that's fine. This video starts to probably be as boring as the event itself is. So don't have so much to tell because I just yeah, just made a video on my the growth of my account. So have a look at that. That's definitely, yeah, contains more interesting information in general. This is just about the demonic siege and just about the, yeah, the tough level. So that is kind of interesting. 3 of these light ones. I'm going to have a look at the battle report of Fortress 2. To see whether the accounts are individually, yeah, strong enough to do sorry, Fortress 2. Yeah, we have Gizmo joining as well, so we have 3 quite strong accounts there now, so not so surprising. It was done by one account each. Now we have a pretty good setup currently. Can't really complain. I'm just going to have a look. Don't have to stay in there. All my accounts are still out gathering. So nothing interesting to do at the moment. The only thing to wait on is the bonus for Morians and to see whether those last couple of waves, whether the opponents are going to be too strong or not. Bit weird, these alliance points. It seems there is some bug or something. I see this. Maybe some part of the code is showing up that shouldn't show up, or I don't know. Bit a pity that these kind of small problems pop up and are not really resolved. One thing I'm now gathering in a very slow. Intentionally, I gather at a very slow rate with my combat gear and combat talent points, because that way I get some of these credits for the Herald's event. Because if I gather and I do it in my fastest rate, I never get any. If I gather and I do it at slow rate, I get one every time. So I reported that, and what you get is who I don't know who it was, but I want him to move back. So I report that problem with the gathering, or problem, problem. And then you get this kind of, it's random. That is the kind of reply that you can get, like it's intentionally random. Doesn't make sense because it's not random at all. Doesn't seem random at all. It's in one situation you don't get any, and in the other situation you get. And the situation in which you get is, my eyes, quite strange. That you have to intentionally lower your rate. It's not really interesting, but just try to keep things alive. It's kind of interesting to see I guess in Fortress 1, whether my second, who's not Yeah, he has a decent good account, so I think he should be okay. But it's not about his account actually. But I'm just interested to see, okay, how strong are these opponents actually? Can he beat one? Can I beat one? I expect I can beat one. We can have a look at that to see how Fortress 1 is doing. So Glim also easily could beat, or easily, but he could beat 1, so that's fine. Sorry, I have a bit of problem with my throat, so now and then I might make some strange sounds, but please forgive me. Yeah, so yeah, I was just rambling a bit about this gathering and this Herald's event or whatever it's called. This, yeah, then I feel just, yeah, maybe my remark just gets stuck at the first line support that people who don't really know what they're talking about and they just give some very general answer like, oh, it's random, and they probably close the issue report right away, which yeah, feels a bit of a pity, and this lack of paying attention to these kind of details that accumulates and frustrates a bit, and that is, yeah, maybe seeing this kind of weird accolade kind of curly brackets. I feel like, yeah, that doesn't have to be this case if if you're serious about making a good game, then you also pay attention to these kind of details. But okay, maybe these details are not really important for many players and shouldn't be important for me either. But yeah, have to ramble about something. Okay, I will now try to actually see how long does a wave take. It's starting at, I think as soon as one starts to walk, so to say, then the timer right away, the timer you see in the middle right away resets for the next wave, I think. So then we can predict more or less how long it takes before this is finished, and I think it's getting close to the, yeah, we started a little bit later than 5 hours before reset, what my planning was. I think we might just finish 4 hours before reset, so it really takes quite long. Yeah, it's boring, definitely boring. Okay, no, it doesn't. The timer doesn't start right away, so that was like 9 seconds. Okay, yeah, maybe a bit less than 2 minutes. Say roughly 2 minutes. So another 10 minutes. So that's yeah, just a very short break before we start again. It's also a bit strange. Yeah, I don't know, or strange. I don't know. I'm just curious whether this bonus for Mordian still randomly appear during one of 10 waves. You got one from between wave and 10, well, 1 and 10, between wave 11 and 20, and now between wave 21 and 30. Maybe you also randomly get one, and it could be that it only arrives in wave. Yeah, let's not arrive with the first 5 waves. Maybe. Maybe it's not there at all. We'll see. I play all these kind of events any chance I get, except of course when they're being played when I am asleep or otherwise busy. But yeah, on Sundays I make some time for the demonic siege. And it's just good all extra rewards that you can grab help towards building your account. So that's good. That's interesting. Definitely worthwhile. But yeah, it also depends a bit how interesting are the rewards, and to be honest, the demonic seeds rewards are not that interesting. If you skip this event, it's not that bad. I would definitely try to get the personal reward, so to say, in the player rewards in Violence and the Ultimate Alliance Conquest. That is definitely more interesting. So far, still, beating all opponents, so that's definitely nice. It's always good, even if you come for one of the later waves, it's still good if you can join, because that means you still get all the rewards. So that's definitely good to do if you jump in later. And of course, we're all from the same alliance, so that's all much appreciated. You need to just have a certain amount of accounts for the start of the event, otherwise with 2 little accounts, doesn't matter how strong they are, but if you have only 10 accounts, you're not going to last long if you have 15 attacking Fomorians each wave. But with LB and myself, we already have quite some accounts, and then of course you cannot I cannot move. I can at most move 2 accounts around. I only have 2 devices, so you don't want to switch too many times. So you definitely need more players. I don't want to boost too much, like, oh, the 2 of us are already good enough to play this event. Definitely not, but it helps, and it helps players with quite, and we have more than her and me, by the way. So Rocket was not on all the time, but he has a lot of accounts as well, and there Lord No Good, I believe, also has several accounts. So there are definitely several players with several accounts, and that really helps when they are online. Then right away you have multiple accounts that are joining in this event, and you just need many accounts. A few strong accounts, but also especially many accounts. This is boring. I'm going to maybe make a video on the next demonic seeds as well that we're going to do, but probably not during the whole event. Just seeing whether something is really different, because between the easiest and the second level, it was actually quite different. Easiest, there was no change at all, I think, if I remember correctly. And second, there were already some changes. So who knows, with next difficulty level they're going to do more things differently. So that's something that I want to capture, if I can say that, in a video. But maybe for the rest not so necessary. To show this whole event. I'm really curious whether anyone really watches this video until the end. That it's a bit boring. I just want to show it just in case something happens. And I'm not much of editing video, so in the end I probably just upload everything as well. But if it's just going to be like this, yeah, there's not really anything that interesting. So just 2 more waves. Just too lazy to look at all the fortresses. Yes, he is, okay. Well, we have now 8 everywhere, wow. Ah, nice. Maybe we just can kill this red cap before this before wave 25, so that's nice. And it seems still, yeah, I don't know, still seemed very easy enough. Oh, that was the red cap, not so interested in that. I mean, everything we have, haven't really looked at the difficulty yet, but it seems everyone just beats everything. So that's quite nice. %100 health remaining, so we now got a few master level here and there. Okay. So what did we get for rewards? 75 Emerald Sapphires, that's always nice. For the rest, not that interesting, I would say. Prestige banners, yeah, you need a lot When you are in the higher levels, you need a lot. Summoning horns, yeah, 9 is also not that impressive. And then for the rest, well, just not that interesting. But yeah, just wanted to show you. And then soon we will start another one. Hey, thanks for watching this video.